While you're suffering through no contact wondering if your avoidant ex is living their best life without you, the reality is far different. Time works against avoidance in ways they don't initially realize. What starts as relief from relationship pressure becomes a slow psychological unraveling that gets worse with each passing day. Here's why no contact hits avoidance harder than anyone expects, and why time is their enemy, not their friend. Their emotional processing is delayed. Avoidants don't feel the immediate pain of loss like anxious attachment types do. While you're crying and missing them intensely in week 1, they're feeling relieved and validated in their decision to create distance. But avoidants process emotions on a delayed timeline. What you feel immediately, they feel weeks or months later. By the time their emotional processing catches up and they start missing you, you've likely already begun healing and moving forward. Their emotional awakening comes too late. They lose their emotional safety net. Most avoidants have one person who truly accepts their walls and doesn't pressure them for more, and that person was probably you. During no contact, they slowly realize they've lost their safest relationship. Other people in their life likely demand more emotional availability, but you were the one who loved them as they were. As time passes, they start to understand that unconditional acceptance is rare, and they may have thrown away the one person who provided it without constantly trying to change them. Their defense mechanisms stop working. Avoidants use emotional suppression and rationalization to avoid dealing with painful feelings. But extended no contact makes these defenses increasingly ineffective. They can only tell themselves, "I'm better off alone," for so long before the loneliness becomes undeniable. Time forces them to sit with feelings they've been avoiding, and unlike you, they don't have healthy coping mechanisms for processing emotional pain. They're not used to feeling vulnerable, which makes the experience more devastating when it finally hits. You're moving on while they're waking up. The cruelest irony is that by the time avoidants realize what they've lost, you're often emotionally unavailable to them. While they were processing their feelings slowly, you were actively healing, building new connections, and reclaiming your self-worth. When they finally reach out months later, they often discover that the window of opportunity has closed. You've grown beyond the relationship while they're just beginning to understand what it meant to them. Time reveals to avoidants that their independence came at the cost of their most meaningful connection, usually when it's too late to repair the damage.